Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make an ostomy cover. I have a PDF pattern and template in the description box for you to use. Also, this is a part of my Girl Scout Silver Award project, so please stay tuned until the end to learn more about it. For this you'll need fabric, and I recommend using a fat quarter. It's the perfect size for one cover, and as I mentioned earlier, the PDF pattern and templates are available in the description box. For the first step, trace and cut out the pattern on wax paper just because it makes it easier to pin down, but you don't have to do this, paper will still work fine too. Next, cut out the pattern on a fold. If you're using a fat quarter, just fold it about a quarter of the way or just enough to fit the template. Make sure you're cutting it on the fold or you'll end up with only half of the piece. Also, you need to cut out 3 of these pieces, 2 with a hole and 1 without. Then set the piece with no hole off to the side. Put the 2 pieces with holes right sides together or with the pattern sides against each other, then pin around the circle. I usually only use 2 or 3 pins for this, just enough to hold it while you sew. Now sew around the circle about 1/4 of an inch, but don't worry, it doesn't need to be perfect. Then snip around the edges of the inside of the circle to give room to turn out, but make sure you don't cut through the thread. This next part is a little bit tricky, but just pull one of the bottom pieces through the hole and then the same with the top. This is probably not going to lay flat, so just iron it. Now that I'm done ironing it, I can sew a hem. Fold the bottom ends over twice to equal about 1/4 of an inch and sew a hem as straight as possible. Do this on both of the pieces. For this part, pin the 2 pieces right sides together or with the sewn hem side with the hole facing up and the side without a hole facing down. Then sew around the cover, but don't sew the bottom closed. Flip it inside right and press it out, and then you're done. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about my project. So this is a part of my Girl Scout Silver Award, which is the second highest award a Girl Scout can earn. My project is called Super Stomas, and I worked with a local sewing group in my area to make ostomy covers for stoma patients at a local hospital. We were able to make 102 covers. It's hard to see from the pictures because they're stacked on top of one another, but we made a lot. I know not every ostomy patient decides to cover their stoma, but one day my mom, a med-surg ICU nurse, asked me to make a colostomy cover for a patient who was struggling with her new device. At the time, I didn't know what a colostomy or any type of ostomy was, but after doing research, I began to have a better understanding. I knew if one person was struggling, others could be too. So I decided to turn this into my Silver Award to help any stoma patients who would like a cover to boost their confidence. There were definitely some hiccups and times I had to improvise areas of my project, especially during a pandemic and many sewing machine malfunctions, but I'm very happy with how my project turned out. This is just a broad overview of my project, but I hope it can inspire you to make a difference too. Thanks for watching. Bye.